Hi, my name is Sophia Salgado, and this is my student success showcase called Call Me Your Mom If You Get Lost, which is actually a play on Tyler, the Creator's album, Call Me If You Get Lost. So this is my sticky idea because my theme for my literature review paper was family involvement. So transitioning from high school to college can be super difficult, and student success in undergraduate degrees and completion can be determined by their connection to family. So I just think it was super important to pick a topic that was close to home and that is something that we can all relate to. So, for the purpose of this, we are trying to define what family involvement in student degrees is and how does it impact different areas. So studies show that the emotional presence of a family far outweighed the effect of their economical presence, which we know is a huge thing. Usually parents get their kids through college, but we found that the emotional well-being of the student and the emotional presence of a parent was so much more important. And in that effect, we saw that GPAs increased, credit accumulations was also increased, and they were also likely to move on to their second year of college because without the parents, there were a lot of dropouts actually. So families who were involved also wanted to help their students in making big decisions because we know this is a part of adulthood is making big decisions for yourself. But parents who were involved also wanted to help in this process, and college students were better in their decision making. So even though they may be from a distance, the connection and the love can still be felt 100% and can still have all of these great benefits. So, in conclusion, the most important points to remember when we are trying to understand what the connection does, GPAs are increased, credits are increased, credit hours are increased, a completed sophomore year, the amount of people that transfer over into their sophomore year is increased, decision-making abilities are also increased, and most of all, their emotional stability is immensely strengthened. So, how can we apply this? Students are needing to be willing to accept help from parents. That is a huge factor because a relationship goes both ways, right? And parents also have to do their part to reach out to students on a daily basis. That's preferable because that just increases the connection and shows the students that they really care on a day-to-day instance. Even though the student may not be available every day, it's still just a nice token to know that your parents are reaching out. Also, UCF has facilities like the Pegasus Parent Program, which keeps the parents connected from enrollment all the way to graduation, just keeping them informed on any information that they need to know about their student, ways to stay connected and ways to get involved in the campus, and also grades and so many things like that. But most of all, obviously, the most important thing is to stay connected, not only through phone calls and video chats, but just messages here and there, and really updating each other about their social life, college life, and just maintaining that really good, strong relationship. So for me, I learned that even in the midst of becoming an adult, it's still super important to be with your parents and to lean on them, and that it's not a bad thing to lean on your parents even though you're trying to find out who you are and you're trying to find out who to become. And I found that asking them for help, it can bring out so much more than you expected, and it can help you so much more in the long run. And here are my references. Thank you for watching.